It is official, guys. The next Call of Duty for 2024 is going to be a Black Ops release. I am like, I can't even contain my excitement. I'm actually ecstatic about this. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. I personally consider myself more of a Treyarch fan than a Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer fan. Now, I have to say, as much as I enjoy Modern Warfare 3, it's far more enjoyable than Modern Warfare 2 was, or Modern Warfare 2019, for that matter. Granted, Modern Warfare 2019 did some things pretty well, so as, you know, Black Ops Cold War, but I have to say, I have genuinely enjoyed the Black Ops experience far more than I have with any other Call of Duty games. They're usually just more arcadey. I don't know, it feels like more passion goes into them. They feel more just enjoyable, like a lot's going on. They're more colourful, fast-paced. You get what I mean. So essentially, we've heard this new thing going about that the next Black Ops game could be Black Ops 5. Some people think it's going to be Black Ops 6. So I'm going to just take a look at this Insider Gaming article right here, which kind of just breaks down a little bit of speculation, and it also includes the actual piece of, well, confirmation that we have gotten. So this is not some sort of teaser. This is not something that I'm not allowed to show or something that I'm going to have to worry about getting a DMCA strike on this video for showing. This is an actual confirmation that was shown in Microsoft's recent yearly kind of upcoming games thing, where they basically, you know, reveal what's coming up in the year. So some people apparently think that the game's going to be releasing in like July, or it's going to be revealed in June or July, or whatever the case may be. So let's take a look here. So is the new Call of Duty Black Ops 5 answered? Microsoft has announced that its next major showcase will take place on June 9th. So this is when the actual game will probably be revealed, June 9th officially. It is also announced as special deep dive for the next installment of a beloved franchise. While it's all but guaranteed to be Call of Duty, the question is whether the game is Call of Duty Black Ops 5 or something different. Now, the fact that people think it's going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 5 doesn't really make sense, considering Black Ops Cold War was technically Black Ops 5. But I guess when you look at it from this perspective, Black Ops Cold War is almost like a straying off from the typical Black Ops series, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of its own thing. So it still makes sense, I guess, if you want to call this one Black Ops 5. I don't personally see an issue with that. But some people almost count Black Ops Cold War as the 5th Black Ops game, which it is, but it doesn't technically count as Black Ops 5 because it's Black Ops Cold War. Some people still think it's going to be Gulf War, so I'm still intrigued to see what that's going to be about. The image teaser features redacted text over what appears to be a logo. A closer look, however, seems to show the Black Ops 5 logo stylized as Black Ops V. This is the actual thing here from Charlie Intel on Twitter. Call of Duty 2024 from Treyarch is rumored to be set in the Gulf War. Looks like the game will have an orange color scheme. What do you think the name of the game will be? I mean, granted, an orange color scheme is pretty typical for Black Ops. That was the case with Black Ops 4. That was the case, I think, with Black Ops 3, 2, and 1. It's all kind of been orange and black. But as you can see, this is what they actually showed on the side of their game reveal area. So this was actually a small portion of the Xbox game showcase image. This was on the right hand side of it, and you can quite clearly see that this is like a Black Ops kind of design color scheme, where they've got like the black and orange, they've kind of got the dog wolf kind of face or whatever it is, and then they've redacted it here and here. So it's completely hidden. It says direct, so that's all we know. I don't know what the direct is supposed to mean, but that is actually what was shown essentially on the logo. And the fact that it was, again, saying up here that it's the next installment of a beloved franchise just further proves that this is a Call of Duty game, because Microsoft does, of course, now own Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure they've always owned Call of Duty. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's you know, to do with a new agreement with Microsoft, you know, buying Activision's Call of Duty and stuff like that. So I'm really intrigued how this is going to like affect the installments for Call of Duty, because as you guys will know, originally Modern Warfare 2 was supposed to be a 2-year game, and Modern Warfare 3, I think, just decided to drop as a full release game the next year instead of having that 2-year gap. And so it really has confused a lot of people, because they actually planned to have this 2-year cycle now instead of annual cycle for Call of Duty. And the main reason for this was because they were planning this new 2.0 for Call of Duty, a new kind of era where, you know, we're going to have more years between each development, so each game can get more development time on them, better quality, so people are happy, and also because they wanted to, you know, hand over Call of Duty, you know, the franchise to Microsoft. There was a whole purchasing thing going on where they've bought it and all this sort of stuff. And so I'm intrigued to see that not only that, well, they seem to have given up on the 2-year cycle plan, they've gone back to annual release, but then there's also the fact that what's going to go on this year and the years following regarding PlayStation and all that kind of stuff, because because as you guys may or may not know, I'm assuming most of you know this, PlayStation has always had the first-hand access to new Call of Duty beta releases and just pre-orders and all that sort of stuff for like literally years. I'm pretty sure even for a decade at this point. Like, they have always gotten the games earlier because PlayStation, I believe, owns some sort of like, I don't exactly know the exact information. It'll probably come back to me after this video and I'll probably get really mad about it, but PlayStation essentially has always had the access to it earlier because of like the deals and stuff like that. You know, on PlayStation, generally you can get more DLC or whatever it is, or some other weird shit. Like, PlayStation seems to favor like all that kind of extra shit. Something to do with that has essentially meant that Call of Duty has been early for most PlayStation players, and then of course on Xbox and PC we get it late. Now I'm intrigued to see that with this new installment, and you know, Microsoft revealing this new installment, I'm intrigued, are we gonna get the beta access before PlayStation? Because that will be a pretty funny haha moment for all of us on Xbox and PC. I'm sure we'll be having a good time rubbing that in. Not to be toxic, but come on man, I actually am excited. If we get Black Ops 5 before PlayStation players, we get to play the beta first on Xbox, I'm going to be so happy about that because this looks really exciting. And something I actually just learned after this video is that this is even more proof that this is going to be a Call of Duty game and it's not some random shot in the dark that this game here on Xbox Showcase is going to be COD. No, we're not just blindly assuming this. As you can see right here, the logo shown in Xbox's image today is the logo that has been found in MW3's files for Call of Duty 2024. COD 2024's internal codename is Cerberus with the wolf logo, and it's the same logo on the Xbox Showcase image. Obviously, as you can see, the colors are different, but it's the same thing. It's the exact same logo. So literally, it doesn't matter if you see this and think, oh, well, that just kind of looks like a Black Ops logo anyway. This literally proves that this is the exact same logo, because if this logo was found in a Modern Warfare 3 file, and it's from a Call of Duty game, then why the hell would this not be the next Call of Duty game? This alone is just enough proof. So I think, yeah, to assume that this isn't going to be a Call of Duty game is kind of stupid. And I've also kind of, on second thought, taken a look, and you can kind of see right here, like, this would be a K, this would be an O, a P, and an S. It just kind of makes sense. You can see three big bold texts right here that are not really so covered, and then there's not really any more space here to put anything else. Like, I don't know why you'd even put Gulf War here and then Black Ops whatever under here. So this here could be like a 6 or a 5. It kind of just makes sense, I guess, for the shape to put a 5 here, but that's only enough space to put Ops 5, Black Ops 5. And then here, this would just be like the Activision logo in the bottom corner, which makes sense. They've obviously covered that as well, because if we saw that it was Activision's logo, it would be too much of a hint as to what game is being released. So that's Activision's logo as well down there. While it could very well be Black Ops 5, it's worth noting that the next game will be the 6th in the Black Ops line of Call of Duty games. Exactly. The last was Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, the only one in the line to not use a number. That game was released in 2020 and was the first in the series on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. As previously reported by Insider Gaming, Call of Duty Black Ops 5, if that's what it is called, will be based on the Gulf War. The next game will also feature a more open world campaign and has been built entirely from the ground up. So at least they're not taking reskins of certain games. Not that there's a complete problem with that. I do have to say it's better that they use what works instead of completely starting from scratch and messing up all the things that people loved before. But just because they're working from ground up doesn't mean they're not going to work with things that we already know and love, like certain mechanics, in-game movement styles, you know, different features. Obviously, they can do all that and still start from scratch, but I think in general, it's just nice to see that they haven't reused assets or reused an engine over and over, because that's kind of what's become a problem with Call of Duty now, where we get a new game and it feels indistinguishable from the previous years. Like, yeah, there'll be some general changes, maybe some little changes to graphics, or maybe the style of art, or, you know, the general color scheme, that kind of stuff, or the theme. That stuff will always change because of depending who's working on the game and what the theme of the game is. But generally speaking, people have complained about this, that Call of Duty games feel so indistinguishable from one another, and it's because they're all running off of the same engine now. Ever since Modern Warfare 2019, ever since after Black Ops Cold War came out, there was this huge demand to return to Modern Warfare 2019's engine because everybody wanted to see that again because it felt the most realistic, it felt the best, the most smooth sailing. The people said, let's just use that. So they used Vanguard on the Modern Warfare 2019 type engine. They did the same thing with Modern Warfare 2. They did it on Modern Warfare 3. So they all feel very similar because of this reason. So the fact that they've decided, as it says here, to build it entirely from the ground up, this sounds promising. I don't have a problem with the Modern Warfare engine, don't get me wrong. This Modern Warfare 3, 2, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2018 engine, it definitely works and it feels good. But I'm actually kind of tired of it. It feels the same, feels unoriginal, and I want to feel like I'm playing a new game. And if we can get a newly built game that feels like its own Black Ops game, this can be huge for Call of Duty. This could be an even further step in the right direction for the game because, honestly, a lot of people think that Modern Warfare 3 has been an improvement, a redemption in a way, to the series. It's kind of revived it a little bit. A lot more people are playing it because the multiplayer has been one of the best in years. And I'm not just saying this is a thing that a lot of people are saying, but I actually think that this game may even further knuckle down on that statement. It might further prove that we can go back to Call of Duty's roots or feel a much more authentic, standalone game that isn't a carbon copy of every other year. So this is exciting news. I am very excited to see this, but of course, I can't keep my hopes up because we don't know. This could be an absolute shitter. It could be a pile of garbage. I don't know. But the fact that we're having an open world campaign, I'm not completely opposed to that. We had some open world missions in Modern Warfare 3's campaign, and from the ones that I've played so far inside of that campaign, because I'm still not complete with that, I didn't hate them. I didn't love them either. It was just kind of like, okay, it's all right. I kind of like it, but I'm not a huge hater against it. I do personally like when there's more of a streamlined mission to do, when it's not open world and you're actually following checkpoints. I personally prefer that, but at the same time, open world isn't something I'm against, so we'll have to see how that's implemented. Currently, the game's open world will see the player and their squad navigate the map for more akin to that of Far Cry than anything we've seen before in Call of Duty universe, Insider Gaming reported back in February. So they've had this information since February. That's interesting. Players will be able to utilize vehicles to get around, as well as using fast travel system to get from one point to the next. Again, I'm not too sure how that's going to work for campaign. But anyway, you guys, let me know, what do you think of this Black Ops confirmation, this reveal? When do you think the reveal date will be? If there's any more information that you guys actually know about this situation, this subject, let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say or what you've discovered that I haven't discovered so far. I'm pretty sure this is what most people know so far, but if you do know of any actual confirmation, like reveal dates, anything you've heard of, let me know. Let us all know in the comments. I'll probably pin your comment as well. And yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see what the name of this game will be. Again, it could just be Gulf War, or it could be Black Ops 6, Black Ops 5. I don't know. I'm just going to run with Black Ops 5 for now because that's what a lot of people are calling it. This is super exciting news, and I'm so glad to see that the next game is actually going to be a change for once. It's not going to be a Modern Warfare game for the second time in a row or the third time in a row. It's going to be a Black Ops game, which is awesome. So again, yeah, let me know what you think, what your thoughts on this whole situation. I'm intrigued to see where this goes with the actual reveal and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, if you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on this video. It helps the boy out, and it helps the video in the algorithm, so it's much appreciated. All links are down below in the description. And yeah, but other than that, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.